Welcome to Canada. Happy May. So here is both my Sephora VIB spring sale and Shoppers 20 times the points haul. So for those of you not living in Canada, Shoppers is pretty much the Canadian drugstore here, and they have a sales event called 20 times the points. So I picked up, as you can see, some French Pharmacy skincare, and then everything here is my Sephora purchase. Starting with the drugstore stuff, I picked up a trio of the Bioderma Hydrabio H2O micellar solution. I tried the Sensibio one years ago and that one surprisingly stung my face, so I thought I'd give Hydrabio a go. Usually for swatches I use makeup wipes that are given to me in like a gift plus purchase type of thing. I'm going to be running out soon, so I thought I'd pick up some micellar water and use it with a reusable cotton round instead. So hopefully these don't burn my face. And then next I have two moisturizers here from La Roche-Posay. So this one is the Toleriane Sensitive Creme. I did not get the Riche one, which is meant for dry skin, because this is the one that actually has both niacinamide and a ceramide in it. So I wanted to give this one a try. Based off of one of the viewers' recommendation, I picked up the Lipikar AP Plus Balm, or Lipikar Balm AP Plus. I'm not sure which one comes first. I've already tried this on my face already, and I really like it. My friend also uses this on her body. She says this is like her holy grail. I don't have a full opinion on this yet, and I need to just, test a little bit more and compare to the Bioderma one. Here it is the Toleriane Dermo-Cleanser. I know the one that's commonly recommended is the hydrating cleanser, but that is strictly available in the US. However, after doing a little bit of Googling, I think the Canadian and European equivalent of the hydrating cleanser is called the Caring Wash, because that one has the ceramides and niacinamide in it. The reason I didn't pick that one up though is because I wanted to try the Dermo Cleanser first. I just wanted something milky and gentle, and I have mentioned in my CeraVe skincare review video how the hydrating cleanser actually stings my face once in a while. So I couldn't help but feel like maybe the Caring Wash might do that. So I thought I would try this first. Skincare in the Sephora Haul. First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream for Intense Hydration for Dry, Parched Skin. This is almost always recommended by people if they want to pick up something from Sephora for dry skin types. So I picked up a small tube. Off the bat, I like that it has glycerin in it, as well as the shea butter in here. It has some squalane, allantoin, green tea leaf extract, the ceramide, and colloidal oatmeal. I said oatmeal, I meant oatmeal. And I believe this is licorice root extract for brightening. So I feel like there's a nice amount of good ingredients in here, a nice variety. So I thought I'd give this a try. And last for skincare from Sephora is the Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. So I have the travel size from my Sephora birthday gift, and I hate myself because I really like it. I'm still not too familiar with peptides other than they are beneficial in the anti-aging department and hydration department, and I can't help but notice that my skin looked really nice and bright, smooth, and felt comfortably hydrated. So I thought, why not pick up the full size during the VIB sale? Moving on to makeup, I picked up the Tatra The Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. I've already mentioned that I like the original Silk Canvas, so I definitely wanted to give this one a try, and I kind of want to compare the two to see which one I like better. Alright, and here are some Nudestix purchases. So this is a full size of the tinted blur stick. I know, like, this is a full size. This. Anyways, my friend recommended this to me because she doesn't wear a lot of foundation, and she said when she needs just a bit of coverage to cover up some redness and make her skin look really good, she uses this. So I thought I'd give it a try since I've been kind of on a foundation-free kick lately. And these three came in a mini Sunset Strip set. So I have the Gel Color Lip and Cheek Pencil or Balm here in the color Babe. This is their Magnetic Luminous Eye Color in the shade Sunrise Star. And this is a mini of their All Over Nudies, I believe in the color Sunset Strip. And last for makeup, I picked up the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly in the color XOXO. And look at how cool it kind of looks in here. So here are the swatches on my hand in this order. So I got the Tinted Blur first, the Nudestix Eyeshadow, All Over Nudies, the Lip and Cheek Pencil, and Tower 28. And this is what they all look like. The first thing I noticed is that for the eyeshadow, it looks a lot warmer than what's at the bottom here. Like, this looks like a lighter pink. This doesn't give a sign that there is actually like some gold flecks in there. Either way, it's still pretty. And for the Tower 28 lip jelly, you can see it looks like a reddish pink here, and up here it looks more neon-y and cold. So on my hand here, it's looking pretty cool. I'm wearing it on my lips right now and the texture is really nice actually. It's nice and moisturizing, so overall, pretty happy with the colors. I mean, these warm colors, I always reach for those anyways. I think the shade is going to suit me. It's just the way it's swatched on my hand right now that it looks a little bit too yellow, but I think once blended in, because it's supposed to be sheer, it'll be fine. And this is the last thing I purchased during my haul, which are the Slip Silk Scrunchies. These are the small sizes. I do have some Lily Silk Scrunches in like the nice large sizes, but I wanted the small one, and again, these were on sale, so I figured, why not? So that is it for my Sephora and drugstore haul. Alright, so I'm currently in the process of removing some SPF that I just applied to my face because it just looked so bad, and that is the Indeed Labs Indefense 30 Dual Action Moisturizer with SPF sunscreen. So I've tried this a handful of times already in different ways. So because this is a mixed mineral and organic filter sunscreen, what I did first was apply 3 separate thin layers on my face just to accumulate it properly so it doesn't pill, it doesn't dry out my skin, and hopefully prevent some type of white cast. And today I applied it all in one go, and that's how I normally apply my sunscreen, and it just looked so bad. Aside from the 2 different ways I've applied it, I've actually used this a handful of times, but less than 10 times, and because this is a 30 ml tube, I can definitely already feel it's over halfway done. If this works for you, please let me know in the comments down below, because I feel like I just can't get this to apply properly. I've tried exfoliating the night before, the day of. I actually shaved my face yesterday afternoon, and all I did was apply an essence, my vitamin C, Axone, a moisturizer, and then this, and it's all like my go-to skincare products. So it's just not working even with my most standard routine. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. Let me know in the comments down below if you got this one to work for you. Don't be confused with what I have on my face right now. This is actually the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Dermo-Cleanser. I thought since I could use this straight on the face as like a makeup remover that I would just remove the sunscreen because I don't want to wear it on my face today. So I put some of that lotion on my face, and now I have a damp reusable cotton pad, and I'm just going to wipe my face because that's one way you can use this cleanser. And I've already tried it as a second step cleanser. It's a little bit confusing, that cleanser, because there's no surfactant in it, but it seems to wash off fine and leave a slight film on my skin. It's actually really nice and comfortable. So far, what's nice about this cleanser is because there's no surfactant in it and it's like a lotion, that because I'm washing my face for the second time within a span of like half an hour, that my face doesn't feel super dry, and I am going pretty gentle with this cotton pad, but also trying to make sure I actually move some of that half mineral sunscreen off my face. Yeah, my face still feels comfortable, which is good. Yeah, I'm just disappointed about that sunscreen. Today I'm going to be testing out the Nudestix products I got. So the first thing I'm going to be using is the Nudies Tinted Blur Stick. I'm in the shade Light 3. And the reason I'm not using the Tatcha one, which is typically what I go for, is because this one says it does blur on its own. So I want to see how it performs over just my regular skincare routine. So it looks like this. I already tried a little bit by like swatching on my hand and stuff. So I'm just going to just do one side right now. Like that. And this is supposed to be a sheer product. So that is one side of my face. Still looks like skin from what I see in my phone camera, but I do notice this side is a little bit more even. Even in my mirror, I could see that the redness has canceled out a little bit more on this side. It actually did a pretty good job at like blurring a bit of this area here. Obviously, with it still looking a little bit shiny, it's gonna reflect the texture, but from what I see in the mirror, it actually looks a little bit more diminished. Let's see if I concentrate in this area and pat it. I think this is the most it's gonna get with coverage, but I'm totally okay with that just because, again, I just wanted something easy to cancel out redness and blend in easily. And this is gonna also be really good just to store in your purse. And now I'm going to be using the Nudies All Over Face Blush color in the color Sunset Strip, I believe. So I'm just gonna put it here, just like right above my cheekbones, because that's where I like to put it. And for this, I'm going to be using a brush to blend out, just because I find it's a little bit more even than if I use my fingers. I don't think my phone camera's picking up the color, but it's like a nice burnt corally color. I think that's what it's described as anyways. Alright, it's very pretty. So you can actually put this on the lips as well, so I'm just going to rub a little bit on the back of my hand. And then go in. It's actually a nice color on the lips. Again, corally. I'm just going to swatch really quickly the lip and cheek pencil in the color Babe. This is the gel formula, not the matte one. But I like both formulas actually. So this looks like it's supposed to be kind of like one of those neutral go-to pink colors. Maybe leaning a little bit brown. It's more warm than what I have in my collection, like Patisserie from MAC. I would say it's like the warmer version of that. Overall for makeup, I only have the Nudestix Tinted Blur Stick on, some Glossé Boy Brow, and Sunset Strip on my cheeks, and then the lip and cheek pencil in the color Babe. I'm not doing anything on my eyes today just because I've mentioned before my eyes are kind of sensitive, so I just want to keep them bare as much as possible. Also, I've actually been putting castor oil on my lashes every single night for about a month now. And if anything, what I've noticed is that they have a little bit more of a natural curl going on. In the meantime, I'm just gonna dry my hair and feel like a human for the day. So when I was drying my hair in the bathroom, that is when I noticed more of the benefits from this tinted blur stick. My skin not only looked very even, but my texture looked very like subdued. It was definitely less emphasized than usual, especially, you know, once I finish my skincare routine, my skin is quite glowy. And right now my skin still has some glow coming through, and I like that. I like that this didn't completely flatten and matte down my skin, but what it was able to do is just diminish any subtle redness I had in my face. And also, I know I am under direct light right now, so you can see my texture a bit, but everywhere else in my condo, my skin looks very smooth, and even in this lighting, I'm still really happy with it. So yeah, thumbs up so far for this tinted blur stick. Update on the moisturizers I purchased. So first one we're going to start off with is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. The main thing that I like about this is the texture. I like that it's thin and it's still able to moisturize my skin very well. And as someone with normal to dry skin and acne prone, I definitely appreciate that. However, the biggest con that I experienced almost every single time I applied this was that there was some type of sensitization going on my skin. I could not figure out what it was in the first couple of days, but then I had to remind myself that there is eucalyptus leaf oil in here, and I originally thought that because it's near the bottom of the list that it wouldn't bother me so much, but the sensitization I got was a cooling one, very similar to what I experienced with anything with menthol in it. So that was a little bit disappointing that this actually affected me, but a lot of people seem to enjoy this and not get the same reaction, so I could just be a one-off person. Otherwise, I found this did moisturize well, but I might just use this either as a body moisturizer or maybe just give it away to a family member who can make better use of this than I can, since, you know, I got so many more moisturizers. So for the Tolerian Sensitive Cream, after using this, I have to say it's not bad. I would say it's just workable because of the current weather we're having. It's definitely a lot warmer, a bit more humid. And if you've watched my skincare routines, you know I like my hydrating layer, so I do feel like in this summertime with those layers, this moisturizer performs nicely. The only thing about it though is that it does not leave a moisturizing film like say this one or this one would. Like there's no trace of a moisturizer on my skin, but this doesn't dry out my skin. So I found that a little bit interesting, but it doesn't bother me because I could just use a richer sunscreen on top, and again in this weather I am fine. So this is definitely not bad. I'm just not a fan of the price. It's $25 for 40 mils, so that's the only thing. But if you want a moisturizer that just works for this time of year and you have other products in your skincare routine that help support your skin's moisture levels, I mean, why not give this a shot? By the way, this one also has niacinamide and ceramide in it, and that's what the Double Repair Moisturizer in the States has. And we don't have that here in Canada, so I was wondering if this was like the Canadian alternative to it. I believe the water in here is also the prebiotic water. I'm not 100%, but I remember reading that on their website and on Shoppers Drug Mart, but I could be wrong about that. And for the last moisturizer, it is the La Roche-Posay Lippy Carbam AP+. I definitely picked this up. Thank you to the viewer who recommended this. I wanted to try it because, of course, it has 4% niacinamide in it. It also has 20% shea butter, I believe. Shea butter has never bothered my skin. Even when I was oily skin, I always got along with it fine. So I use this both on my face day and night and on my body multiple times, and it is very good. This did not congest my skin, it did not break me out. My pores actually looked pretty decent in size when I used this product. This one makes my face look shinier than the Bioderma one, so definitely reserve this for nighttime. Also, what I noticed is that on my forehead in particular, where it's definitely the driest, when I use this, it is like there is a film on my skin, but with the Bioderma one, it not only leaves that moisturized film, my skin feels softer. So those are the two major differences I've noticed so far. But if you're dry skin, definitely give this one a go. It's really good. And thank you once again to the person who recommended this. In order, the La Roche-Posay Lippy Car Balm AP+, the Toleriane Sensitive, and the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. And here's how they look like slightly rubbed in. Another beauty purchase that came in the mail are the Hailey's Beauty Reinvent BB Drops and their Revive Concealer Cream. Leave a comment down below if Taylor One made you buy it. I was very intrigued by these BB drops, and the reason I have two is because I purchased them during a BOGO sale that they were having. So I have the shade in Fair Light Cool and then Light Neutral. I wasn't really sure what shade I was because the Fair Light, the model looks pretty fair and pretty cool tone, whereas the Light Neutral, the model looks a little bit more tan and darker than what I was expecting. So I'm kind of happy I got this during the BOGO so I could mix it. Also, my friend, when I told her about this company, she pointed out that these are only 18 mils. So in hindsight, I am glad I got two for the price of one. And I figured I would just throw in a concealer to try. So this I got in Light Neutral as well. Hopefully this is my shade. I think it is going to work. If not, oh well. This is what the packaging looks like for the concealer and the BB drops. So for the concealer, it's pretty cool in shape. I haven't seen anything like it, so it's fairly unique. And then for the BB drops, I took the cap off of this other one, and that's what it looks like. So really excited to give these a go. I'll probably do that in a different video. I hope you enjoyed this video, me going through my Sephora and Shoppers haul. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel down below for future videos, leave a comment if you have any questions or recommendations, and I will see you all soon. Ciao!